a rare situation to get this many people packed into a building for a press conference. What is your message for Cougar Nation and all the people who showed up and watched the press conference on TV today?
I'm really excited about it. I'm excited by the opportunity. I'm honored by the fact that the fans have accepted me to come here as a head coach, and me and my staff are going to do the very best we can to put the best product on the field out there that we can. And this is a place that's got a clear-cut and specific identity. It's not a place where it's clouded with a whole bunch of other things going on and stuff like that. I mean, it's a great place to live, but there's a definite clear identity to Washington State, and I'm excited about it.
You talked about Bill Moose's vision, and he said as well that mediocrity is not going to be accepted here at Washington State University anymore. You're on the same wavelength with that.
Well, I think there's no question. Any coach is. I mean, nobody wants to win more than the coaches and the players. So you want to focus and generate your efforts the right direction the best you can. But no matter what happens out there on the field, it's incredibly meaningful to players and coaches.
You talked about a little bit. How quickly now do you need to move to stabilize recruits that have committed? Are you interested in those guys and bring in some of your own?
Well, there's some more slots, so we're definitely going to bring in some of our own, but also look at the ones that are committed and get on the phone with them and proceed from there.
You mentioned in your speech you acknowledged previous coaches, including Paul Wolf. What is your evaluation of what Paul Wolf did here and the team that you have in front of you now to work with?
I just think it's a good foundation. I mean, they were passionate coaches. They worked hard, and anything that's a part of your past, contributed. It was meaningful, and and I can't help but applaud their efforts. The biggest thing that I can do is go out there and do the best I can, but I have the utmost admiration for all coaches.
Now, I'm sure you've probably been watching some of the games this year. You've seen Connor Halliday, you've seen Jeff Toole. Are they the type of quarterbacks you look to fit into your system and you're looking to mold them into what you want to do with the offense?
I think like any player, quarterbacks are steadily working to improve, like any other position. And I think, obviously they can improve, but I think they're really good starting points as far as quarterbacks. I mean, sometimes you go to a place and there's nobody that looks like a quarterback. Those two guys look like quarterbacks.
Is there an appeal to this town that with a small town, the stretch and hit the town?
All right, appeal to the small town.
Yeah, do you feel like it's a good fit for you? You can be you.
I don't think you think about the microscope. You go out there and do the best you can, and sometimes the microscope gets more excited than you deserve, and sometimes they get more disappointed than you deserve. All you have is what you can do as far as doing the best you can. I've had a lot of association with small town. I mean, I've grown up in small towns and coached in small towns, and like I say, there's a community and an excitement and an identity to a small town that's special, and I definitely see that here.
You've mentioned the coaching staff. I'll ask real quick. Is there any internal candidates that could possibly stay on from Paul Wolf?
We'll have to see. I'm looking at a lot of guys that I've worked with in the past that, I know their capabilities, and, part of the important thing with the staff is how they work as a team, themselves. And so I'm just trying to find the best parts that fit together.
You haven't already talked to the players. What do you plan to kind of say to them and that they are accomplishing while you're getting out there and doing what you need to do?
The biggest thing is kind of focus on the important things. I mean, this is a transition. Everybody's going to have to adjust to some degree, coaches and players. The quicker we all do that, the more progress we'll make. And obviously, you got a break coming up. Do the right thing. And you got to take care of your academics. Final week's coming up. Stay in shape, come back ready to go for a great off season.
Did you have that tire or did you have to pick that up?
No, they gave it to me. No, they'll give you some cool stuff. You get one of these. Yeah, I mean, and similar to my kids, although I covered it up better, after years of practice, I covered it up better. But, there's some bags with some really killer gear in there that you can wear, and style around. And if you guys weren't here, I'd be trying it on, parading around, and flexing a little bit in it. But you are, so I'm not.
Hey, Coach, there's a lot of excitement about you coming here, but there was also controversy of the way you parted with Texas Tech, parted with you. What about those people who voiced concern about that situation and where you are now in Washington State?
Well, I think that's pretty simple. I mean, the facts are pretty clear to everybody, and or anybody that wants to look at it closely. And virtually every one of them bear out my position. I mean, we're talking about a situation where they haven't even paid me for 2009, an entire season that I worked. So, the truth's the truth, and that's not going to change. And those that don't understand it are uninformed, but I think most people do understand it. And then, I mean, if it's controversial to have the highest graduation rate in the country and to go to 10 straight bowls and to improve every year and win a bunch of bowl games and not have your players get in trouble and not get NCAA violations, and I'm controversial. And so, I'll just have to live with it the best way I can.
Do you plan on keeping any kind of connection?
No, I mean, I keep in touch with a bunch of them. I have great players at Texas Tech, and as a matter of fact, I'll hire a couple of them. And no, my players at Tech are fantastic, and I hear from a number of them, and some you run across more than others, and some I'm on the phone with more than others.
So there's like a wide receiver, let's say like a Marquise Wilson. You love to hear from like a Michael Crabtree, for example.
Oh, that could be arranged. So, got Wes Welker, Michael Crabtree, both in the NFL. One thing ironic, we've got more offensive linemen in the NFL than any other position.
Okay. It's going to be